Good morning from rainy Southern California. It is Easter weekend, believe it or not. We got 100% chance of rain all day today, and rain and lightning tomorrow, which is Easter. So, this is definitely not like our typical Easter weekend. It has not been like our typical weather at all this year. We've had so much rain. Thankfully, people are getting a little bit more accustomed to the water, and they are realizing they can still clean out their garage even though it's raining. So today we have about 3 or 4 appointments on the docket. I really don't expect to get too much more than what we have, if anything more, if I'm being real honest. This morning I went to the yard. I took the first load to the landfill, got that emptied out. All the other dumpsters are either out or they're emptied. I didn't want Philip coming in early again this morning to dump the truck. He's been in early pretty much most of the week and has worked pretty late every day. So try to give him a little tiny break. Once Casey's fully trained up, then he won't have to come in at all and do any more dump runs. That was really one of the main goals and focuses in hiring Casey, is that Philip, instead of coming in at 5, which he lives about an hour away, so he's getting up at 3:30ish maybe. So instead of him having to do that, he can come in later in the day when Chris comes in, get a little bit more sleep, or at least be able to see his kids as they're getting ready for school. So I went and dumped that truck this morning. I didn't want Casey going out and doing it because it's pouring rain, and it really wouldn't be fair to send him out on his first time alone to the landfill in the rain. But right now I am heading to a community event. Yes, an outdoor Easter egg hunt. We are one of the sponsors of this event, and we decided to move forward with it. The only thing that has changed is the big obstacle course that we had rented for the event is no longer going to be there for obvious reasons. But we're heading there now, and we're going to get things set up. I have no idea of what the turnout's going to be. Not a clue. I mean, I hope at least some families show up. We'll see. I'll try to do some video of the setup so you can kind of get a general idea. But it is pouring, and I forgot the GoPro. I do have no plans on getting this camera wet. So we'll see what we can gather, and we'll go from there. All right, so here is the situation. It is pouring. Rain just died down for a second, so I got the camera out. We are not really sure if anyone's going to show up, but that's really okay. Make some great memories, some great photos, and it truly lets the community know that when we say rain or shine, we mean rain or shine. We've partnered up with this event with a couple other great local business owners, so either way, we're gonna have some fun and find some Easter eggs. I don't know if you can see under there. Let's see. Got this awesome looking termite tented play structure with some eggs under there. So we'll see how this goes, and we'll keep you posted.
Good morning, Facebook. It's a great rainy day. Who else is actually at an Easter egg hunt today? Or did your city cancel their Easter egg hunting? Because they aren't as dedicated to you as we are. But we're out here, we're at Autumn Breeze Park. I have these beautiful people behind me. Right? And we're going to talk about their businesses. We're going to go ahead and keep this Easter egg hunt going until 10:30. Of course, it's not going to be the way that we had planned before. I used this big grass area over there was where we actually had the Easter egg hunt. This year it's a little different. We covered the entire playground with a Let's start with Vinny and Jazzy here. So, tell us a little bit about your businesses and what y'all do.
So we own a dry cleaners here in Lake Elsinore, Wildomar, and soon to be in Temecula. We do a wash and fold service, we do dry cleaning, we do commercial laundry, you name it, we do it.
You know, it's where can we go? Ivy, go stand over there.
No. No, the dad earlier, he did that.
There's also this right here.
And his wife was right there, and she was like,
There's another one.
This one doesn't go over. Well, what if you just pull this?
Oh, watch it where it's gone. Yeah, not so much.
Cut it.
You're filling up the other one again.
Oh my god.
Maybe untie whatever.
All right, so I am soaking wet. The event went off, and it was actually pretty cool. Shockingly, people showed up. How many people? I don't know. I didn't really pay attention or keep track, but the families and the kids that did come out actually had a blast. Totally different memories they'll never forget. Picking up Easter eggs under some big tent under a play structure at the park in the rain. So worked out great. A little community involvement. Again, got to hang out with a few business owner friends and their wives, and so always a good time. If you're not getting involved in your community doing the different types of events, I have a few different videos on here about that, I think. If not, maybe I'll make some, but definitely do it. It's 100% worth it. Put yourself out there in the community and do something different than everybody else. All right, so the week is over, or almost over. I'm heading back to the yard right now. Earlier today, we had the Easter egg hunt, which was honestly a blast. There was a good amount of families that came out, Easter egged in the rain. So that was fun. After that, we went home, we relaxed, changed clothes, and honestly, I jumped right back in bed and we just hung out, had a good time with the family for the afternoon. Then my wife had this amazing idea that we should go grocery shopping, which is, of course, my favorite thing to do in the world. I'm sure you love grocery shopping. You can go ahead. All right, thank you. Anyway, so we went to Sam's Club, got that taken care of, which all of our kids are on spring break this week, so that made that bill that much more fun. Family of 8, and my kids eat, but they eat good. So our kids love vegetables and fruit. So I was watching my wife. She put 3 things of green grapes, then some red grapes, and 3 containers of strawberries. And I'm like, holy smokes, man. No wonder why this bill is crazy every week. Anyways, while we were there, we got a call. It was from a repeat client who urgently needed a dumpster. So, unfortunately, he wanted the 20 yard and all of ours are out. So what does that mean? It means it's time to buy another dumpster. So if we ever get a call and we are sold out and we aren't able to fulfill that delivery, that's when it tells me it's time to buy more dumpsters. So unfortunately, we weren't able to get him the 20, but we were able to get him a 15, which he was fine with. Downside is he needed it like ASAP. So after we got home, unloaded groceries, I came to the yard to go deliver him this dumpster. End of the month, really our last working day of the month. I was definitely not in the mindset to do any sort of work, but an extra $450 to add on to the end of the sales for the month, all day. I'll take it. So getting that done, heading back to the yard, and we'll officially be closed until Monday. But let's talk about the week. Let's recap the week. So the week itself was actually a pretty good week. It was way better than the week before. Definitely gave us some more, idea of what we should be expecting for this summer. And if our busy days this week are anything like they were our busy days this week are anything what they'll be for this summer, I'm probably projecting 8 to 12 appointments per day. We'll definitely have to be running both trucks and plus all the dumpsters. So I quickly ran through all of our first quarter numbers and last quarter numbers right before I left the house, and we're up, which is amazing news. Cannot complain whatsoever. Very thankful. So we're up this year over last year. I'll break those numbers down a little more specifically in a video. We'll do a year over year quarter 1 review, which I think will be fun. I'll go over ad spend for last year versus this year. I'm going to see if I can pull some reports for labor, go over labor for last year versus this year. Just kind of do a general breakdown of last year versus this year, Q1. And I think that'll be fun to kind of dive into. Were we dramatically over last year? No. But we were up. So as long as we're up, I'm happy. We're definitely not on pace to do 7 figures, which is okay. If we hit it, that'd be awesome. But we'll need some large jobs to come in. We'll have to land at least one high 5-figure job, if not a few that add up to some 6 figures, to give us that last bit of a push to get us to where we need to be to hit that 7-figure mark. But that's just like a dream or a goal, right? If we hit it, great. If we don't, that's okay too. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm getting ready to pull into the yard. I am driving the 22 Ram right now, the one that we've been having issues with, and it's running great. Transmission's running at 172 right now. However, I've only been driving it for like 40 minutes total. So typically we start to see the issues as the day progresses and as things get worse. Unfortunately, the dealer wants me to drop the truck off and give it to them for 5 to 7 days, and they won't look at it for 5 to 7 days until. So I don't know. Right now I'm driving the 22 Ram. It's running great, absolutely normal, no issues at all. The transmission's at 174. Probably a little bit warm considering it's 47 degrees, 46 degrees outside, and it's been raining all day. But we've only been running the truck for about 45 minutes, give or take. The dealership said they can get me in. The downside is once they get me in, it's going to be 5 to 7 business days before they look at the truck. And the issues we're having begin once the truck's been working and it's warmed up. So I don't know how this is going to play out or how long they're going to have to keep the truck to figure out what's actually going wrong with it. They said it's impossible for me to bring in the truck the day they're actually going to look at it so they can see what's going on, which I think is ridiculous. I told them, I said, there's no issues. There's no point for me to bring in my truck to sit on your lot for 2 weeks for you guys to do a cold start on it, test it real quick, and find out that nothing's wrong. She's like, I understand, sir, but that's impossible. That is not how our policy is structured. So it is what it is. We bought the new truck. We can now take our time to figure out what the heck is going on with this. Looking into some lemon law stuff. If they keep the truck for 30 days, then we have a great lemon law case on our hands. So however long it takes them, it takes them. If we can get another new truck out of the deal, why not? Why not? Actually, I really have no idea how the lemon law situations work, but I'm sure one of our attorneys will be happy to look into it for us. So anyways, everyone, have an amazing week, an amazing day. Have a happy Easter. Obviously, if you're watching this, it's probably the week after Easter, but hopefully you had a great Easter. Make sure to share this with your friends. The channel just hit 300 subscribers a couple days ago, so that's super exciting. I never thought we'd get more than 50. I thought 50 was a stretch. So better content is coming, more in-depth content is coming. We are just in an extremely high, we're in a big transition period right now, training and a lot going on. Once everything settles down and I am not really in this truck anymore and I'm sitting behind the desk more, that's when you can expect some more in-depth content coming, more back-end content. But until then, we'll see you next week.